Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our revision. We are handling entrepreneurship skills and we are looking specifically at November 2023 series. I am your revision partner, Msilangombe Stephen. Now, in November 2023 series, the first question was, during career guidance for finalist trainees, they identified a sole proprietorship as the most form of business organization. Now, state 4 advantages associated with a sole proprietorship. Now, this question requires you to give the advantages of a sole proprietorship. But before we go to the exact question, there are points of discussion I will want us to go through. Then from there, we'll be able to discuss the question. The first aspect, we look at the meaning of sole proprietorship. The second aspect, we look at the key characteristics of sole proprietorship. Number 3, we look at advantages of sole proprietorship. Number 4, we look at disadvantages of sole proprietorship. Number 5, qualities of a successful sole proprietor. And then 6, functions of a sole proprietor. Number 7, we look at other forms of business organizations. And then number 8, we will look at how you can register a sole proprietorship in our country, Kenya. Now we start with the meaning of sole proprietorship. Now, for our case, we define sole proprietorship as a form of business where an individual owns and operates a business enterprise. Examples of a sole proprietorship is where one owns a shop, can be a retail shop, can be a wholesale, or we have people like transporters who are operating single businesses. We have hotel owners, we have cyber cafe owners, we have even content writers. Those you can call them sole proprietors. Now allow me to go to the key characteristics of a sole proprietor. Now for our case, we singled out some characteristics, things that features that describe who a sole proprietor is. Now the first one, we have a single owner. In sole proprietorship type of business, there is only a single owner. The person who is the ownership is only on a single person. And then number 2, we call that there is no legal separation from the owner, meaning we identify the business by the person running the business or owning the business. And then there is a symbol formation. You only need to register your business, you obtain a business permit or a license, and then you start transacting with your customers. And then there are few tax returns. You are only supposed to pay tax in relation to what you are earning from the business. And then apart from that one, the owner has complete control all over the business decisions. The owner will always will make day-to-day decisions based on his or her own judgment. And then the owner has unlimited personal liability. It means when there are debts, you can use your personal property like assets to pay for the debts, and then all profits go directly to the owner. The owner is the one owning all getting all the profits from the business, and then the owner bears all the risks alone. Apart from getting all the share, the whole share of the profit, you will also bear all the losses that are coming from the business. And then there is no perpetual existence. It means when the owner dies, it is not guaranteed that the business will continue. The business is likely to die. Now, apart from looking at the characteristics now, we can go to the advantages of a sole proprietorship. And now for our case, this is the question that you are handling, the advantages of sole proprietorship. Now, the advantages are derived from the key characteristics. Advantage number 1, it is simple to form due to few legal requirements. You don't require a lot of formalities to form to come up with a single sole proprietorship form of business. That's simple to form. And then the owner has complete control all over the business decisions and operations. The owner here makes his or her own decisions, and the operations, he decides what to be done and what not to be done. Apart from that, there is quick decision making. Now in this process, the decisions are made by one person only, not two people. So the moment you decide this is going to happen, you are not consulting anybody, you are just going for that decision. Then we have reduced instances of double taxation. We learned that sole proprietorship in the form of sole proprietorship form of business unit, the tax is from the income of the one running the business. So there is no instance of double taxation. And then in the low startup capital, it means there is the capital base required to start this form of business is very low compared to other forms of business organization, because there are few legal requirements, and also you can start with any number of products you want to start with. And then there is increased level of flexibility, meaning the sole trader or the sole proprietor is likely to change from one business to another without necessarily interfering with other things or interfering with other people. And then we have greater level of privacy. You are not required to disclose all information to the public. You keep information to yourself, meaning there is high level of privacy. And then all profits are directed to the owner. Looking at like our picture, all the profits are in the same hand or in the same basket. So all profits goes to the owner. And then there is easy of termination. You can terminate business at any given point without even consulting anybody. Now, apart from knowing the advantages, you are also supposed to know the disadvantages of a sole proprietorship. Now, the first one is unlimited personal liability. Whenever there are debts, you will be required to sell your personal property to pay for those debts. And then difficult raising capital. You will discover that you are running a business alone or as a family. So you may lack some sources of capital, or you may not access sources of capital. That's difficult for you to raise it. And then there is limited expertise and resources. You are relying only on your abilities, on your skills. So meaning there are some expertise you will not have. Maybe you have studied accounting and you need ICT skills. You will be limited in that area. And then limited lifespan. Your business is likely to die the time you are also dying or the time you are becoming bankrupt. Then there's slow business growth due to reduced funding. You will discover that your sources of funding are reduced, thus you are likely to grow slow and slow. And then we have overload due to limited workers. You will discover that there is a lot of work and you have few workers. This means you will do a lot of work by yourself. And then limited creativity and innovation. You will discover also that you are relying only on your ideas and your knowledge. So there is limitation in terms of creating new products, creating or innovating new products. And then the last disadvantage is about poor decision making. You are relying on your personal judgment. You are likely to make poor decisions. Now, apart from knowing the disadvantages of a sole proprietorship, we are also supposed to know the qualities of a successful sole proprietorship. But before we go to the qualities, let us look at the sources of capital to a sole proprietor. Now, the first source is personal savings. You get the time you have saved maybe for a certain period of time, you can convert those savings into capital. And then that capital now will be used to start now that business. And then we have family and friends. Family members can come together, or you can mobilize family members. You share with them the idea you have, then they can contribute some amount that you can use to run your business. Imagine a situation where we come together, we contribute for weddings. What about if you come up with? What about coming up with an idea and bringing family members together to contribute towards your idea? Then we have also friends. You can share the idea with your friends. Then you can mobilize them. They can have now some amount, and then extend to you. You run the business using such amount. Then we have bank loans. There are financial institutions that are ready to give sole proprietors some amount to start businesses. So you can approach such institutions, then you get some amount for your business. Then you have personal credit cards. These are facilities given by businesses where now you can go somewhere, purchase goods without necessarily paying for them at that time, and then then you will pay after making some sales. Then we have micro loans. You can get a small amount of money from different institutions, mostly microfinance institutions that are there to offer capital to business people. And then we have trade credits. You can get goods from those ones who have grown in business. You sell them without necessarily paying at that time, and then after selling, you can go and pay for the goods as you take other goods. And then crowdfunding. We can use the internet. Crowdfunding is now raising capital through the internet. Sole proprietor can get funding through the internet. Maybe you create a WhatsApp group. People contribute some amount for you to start the business. And then you have peer-to-peer lending. You can have colleagues, people of the same age, or people of the same work group. You can go for them, and then they lend to you some amount. You use it to run the business. And then we have government loans and programs. There are some government loans existing and programs, mostly targeting women and young people. You can go for those programs, and then if you are eligible, you get the amount you start within some businesses. And then you have business incubators and accelerators. This is where institutions come with an idea of supporting people starting businesses. So you take there your idea, you start growing. After now stabilizing, now they release you. In such places, they give you facilities to run the business. Now, after knowing the sources of capital to a sole proprietorship, now we can move now to the qualities now. Qualities of a successful sole proprietor. The first quality is visionary and good planner. You as a sole proprietor, you are supposed to be visionary. You should have the whole vision and then plan for that vision well, without consulting maybe, or you can just consult for you to make your vision more clear. And then you have good leadership skills. You are supposed to have the ability to convince other people. Apart from that one, direct them. If they are family members, you direct them. Then you mobilize resources to ensure that your business is succeeding. Apart from that one, you should be a good resource mobilizer. You should know where you can get resources and how you can get those resources to tailor them towards your business. Apart from that one, you should have strong work ethics. You should respect yourself, respect other people, and then work accordingly, not engaging in activities that will interfere with your business. Apart from that one, you should have good decision-making skills. You should know which decision to make at which time, and you should also know how it will impact your business. Apart from that one, you should have high adaptability abilities. You should be able to adapt to different environments. You will learn that businesses have encounter different environments and also encounter different seasons. So you should be able to adapt to any season and also any trend. Apart from that one, you should have good financial management skills. You should be able to manage your resources well. You should understand where to put your resources at which time, in which product to put your resources, and also in which service to put your resources. Apart from that one, you should have customer focus. All the products you are producing should be tailored towards satisfying a want from the customers you are targeting. You should not focus on yourself. Focus on the customer. The moment you will satisfy the customer, your business will survive on the market. Then you have problem solving skills. You should be able to solve issues arising in your environment or in your business. You should be able to get a solution that will keep you going in your business. Apart from that one, you are supposed to be a good time manager. We know that time is also a resource, a very important resource. So you should be able to manage these resources in a way that it will profit you. If it is waking up, you are waking up early. If it is closing the business, you are closing it also early. And then you should be resilient, meaning you are supposed to be able to recover from any inconvenience that is coming up. There are risks that attacks businesses. So you are supposed to overcome that risk, stand, whenever you fall, you stand again, and then you continue running your business. Apart from that one, you are supposed to possess networking skills. You are supposed to be able to connect with your suppliers, to connect with your financiers, to connect even with your customers, and also other business enterprises to ensure your business is surviving. Apart from that one, retail oriented, you are supposed to have the ability to learn or to read every detail that pertains to your business. You should understand every aspect of your business for you to survive in running a sole proprietorship. And then you should be creative and innovative. It means every time customers will need new products, will need new services. So you should be able to come up with new products and services. Apart from now knowing the qualities of a good sole proprietorship, you are also supposed to know the functions of a sole proprietor. Now we are moving to the function of a sole proprietor. Now the first function of a sole proprietor is you are supposed to be able to mobilize the resources. You mobilize the resources that are required for your business. And then another function, you will learn that a sole proprietorship should be able to implement the idea he or she has. And then another function, you will learn that the sole proprietorship also should pay for all the bills that are required in a business. Now, apart from that one, also you are supposed to avail the products and services to your customer, and then also make all the decisions concerning your business. And then also you are supposed also to be able to link with other businesses. And then the last one is now planning for all the operations of the business. Now, apart from knowing the functions of a sole trader, also as a learner in this in entrepreneurship, you are supposed to know other forms of business organization. And the first one is partnership. Apart from knowing that the sole proprietorship is a form of business unit, there are other forms of business units. And the first one is partnership. And then number two is a cooperation. Cooperation is just an improved version of a partnership. Then a partnership is just an improved version of a sole proprietorship. And then from there, we have limited liability company. Limited liability company now is the improved version of a corporation. Then we have non-profit making organization. Normally we call them NGOs. These are business organizations that exist to provide charitable services without necessarily focusing on making profits. And then we have cooperative societies. These are organizations that are run by owned and operated by a group of individuals with an interest of making profits. Now, apart from knowing forms of business unit, you are supposed to know how to register a sole proprietor form of business unit. Now, we can register our sole proprietorship businesses through the e-Citizen portal. You just go there, you sign up, then after signing up, there are some few steps you will follow. You go and select the business registration after logging in, and then you apply for name reservation. It is normally at 100 shillings. And then from after now applying for that, you will be required to provide 3 names. Varying names, unique names, and then from there one name will be selected, and then there will be actual registration, which takes 2 to 3 weeks if the process is faster, but sometimes even it can take you a month, and it is at 900 shillings and service fee of 50 shillings. In total, you will learn that you are using 1,000 shillings and 50 to register a sole proprietorship form of business. It's good to register your business because there are procurement opportunities that you can secure, and they will require you to have a business registration certificate. Now, that marks the end of our revision for today. I will welcome you to our next discussion. Thank you. May God bless you.